Have you noticed that the harder you chase peace, love, or success, the further it runs away? You try to fix your life, control every detail, force every outcome. You plan, you push, you measure, you compare, and yet, the more you tighten your grip, the more everything slips through your fingers. Like trying to hold water with a closed fist, it leaks, it escapes, and all that remains is exhaustion. We live in a world that glorifies the chase. Chase the dream, chase the partner, chase the next version of yourself. But no one tells you that the chase itself is the trap. The mind believes that if it keeps running, it will finally arrive somewhere better. Yet Buddhism teaches something quietly radical. Suffering doesn't come from life itself. It comes from the craving to make life different. You suffer not because you lack, but because you cling. You cling to how things should be, to who should stay, to what should happen. And that clinging creates tension, a knot in the mind that tightens every time reality moves in another direction. What if peace isn't something to be hunted, but something to be remembered? What if the stillness you've been chasing was never lost, only buried under the noise of trying too hard? The Buddha once said, "Let go of what you think you need, and what you truly need will find you." This isn't passive, it's powerful. Because the moment you stop fighting life, life begins to move toward you. So stay with me, because what follows isn't about giving up on your dreams. It's about softening the chase, returning to a state where everything comes naturally, in its own time, and in perfect peace. We spend so much of our lives trying to keep everything under control, our plans, our image, our emotions, even the way others see us. We convince ourselves that if we can just hold everything together, we'll finally be safe. But control doesn't bring safety. It only brings tension, the constant effort to protect what was never truly ours to hold. Control is born from fear. Fear of losing what we love, fear of being left behind, fear that if we stop trying, everything will fall apart. But have you noticed? The tighter you hold on, the more fragile everything becomes. Relationships suffocate, creativity dries up, joy fades. Because when you act from fear, you don't attract peace, you attract more fear. You vibrate lack, and life reflects that frequency back to you. In Buddhism, this cycle is called dukkha, the restlessness that comes from resistance. The more we cling to what we want or push away what we don't, the more we suffer. It's like trying to stop the tide with your hands. The ocean doesn't obey your will. It moves according to a rhythm far older and wiser than you. Imagine a butterfly. The more you chase it, the more it escapes your grasp. But if you sit still, open and quiet, it comes to rest on your shoulder by itself. Life works the same way. When you stop forcing outcomes, when you allow space for things to unfold, the right moments begin to find you gently, without struggle. Letting go of control doesn't mean chaos. It means trust. It means allowing life to breathe again, to flow as it was always meant to. The universe doesn't need your constant interference, it needs your openness. When you relax your grip, you create space for harmony to return the natural order that has always been guiding you, waiting patiently beneath the noise of your fear. So breathe, loosen your hands. The world doesn't fall apart when you stop controlling it. It begins to come together. There comes a moment when you realize that forcing life no longer works. You've tried to plan, to push, to make things happen faster, yet the more you demand, the less peace you feel. Letting go isn't about abandoning your dreams. It's about releasing the pressure that strangles them. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. Because peace doesn't arrive when everything is perfect. It arrives when you stop trying to control perfection. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means giving space for clarity, for timing, for grace. When you stop grasping so tightly, you create room for life to breathe. And in that stillness, what is meant for you begins to move closer, not because you chase it, but because you finally stop blocking it. Think of your life as a garden. You plant the seed, you water it, you nurture it. But if you keep digging it up every day to check if it's growing, you kill what you're trying to protect. Growth happens beneath the surface, in silence, unseen. The soil doesn't rush. It trusts the rhythm of seasons. The sun, the rain, the waiting, all of it plays its part. Your only task is to tend, to care, to trust. So ask yourself, what are you overwatering right now? Which dream are you drowning with your need for control? Which relationship are you suffocating by trying to make it bloom faster? Sometimes love needs air, sometimes success needs silence, and sometimes the most compassionate thing you can do for your own path is to step aside and let it unfold without interference. In Buddhism, we call this the middle way, not clinging, not rejecting, but resting in the gentle space between. It's the art of effort without tension, of movement without struggle. When you let go, you don't lose direction, you regain balance. Letting go is an act of deep faith, faith in yourself, in time, in the invisible intelligence that guides all things. When you release the need to control how life unfolds, you align with the same force that makes flowers open and rivers flow. You stop trying to be the gardener, and remember, you are also part of the garden. So breathe deeply. Loosen the knots in your chest. What is meant for you will not miss you, not if you learn to wait with an open heart. The seed already knows how to grow. All it needs is your patience, your silence, and your trust. Ethan had built his life around the idea that effort could conquer anything. He woke before the sun, worked through the night, and measured his worth by the number of emails sent and deals closed. Every success around him became a silent comparison, proof that he wasn't moving fast enough. He kept tightening the schedule, adding more pressure, pushing harder, believing that the universe would eventually reward his persistence. But instead, it broke him. One morning, sitting in front of his computer, he realized he could no longer feel anything, not joy, not excitement, not even fear, just emptiness. So he did something that terrified him more than failure. He stopped. He sold his company, left the city, and spent a month in silence by the sea. The first few days were unbearable. Without the noise of deadlines, he was forced to face the noise inside. The mind kept whispering, "You're falling behind. You're losing everything." But as the days passed, something softened. He began to notice the rhythm of the waves, their effortless return again and again. The tide didn't rush. The ocean didn't worry about success. It simply moved in harmony with itself. And in that stillness, Ethan saw the truth. He had never been chasing success. He had been running away from his own emptiness, trying to fill it with achievements. 6 months later, without forcing, without striving, a new idea came to him, simple, honest, and aligned with his heart. He started again, this time from peace, not pressure. And when people asked how he finally found success, he smiled and said, "It came the moment I stopped needing it." Because that's how life works. When the storm inside you quiets, the path ahead becomes clear. The moment you stop demanding from life, life begins to answer gently, in its own perfect time. Maya had spent years searching for love, as if it were a finish line she had to cross. Every message, every date, every silence in between became a small measure of her worth. She thought, if she just kept trying, kept perfecting herself, kept reaching out, she would finally be chosen. But the more she searched, the lonelier she felt. Because deep down, what she was really looking for wasn't another person, it was a place to rest. A reflection that told her she was already enough. One morning, after another sleepless night of scrolling and comparing, she felt something shift, a quiet exhaustion that said, "I can't keep chasing this anymore." So she stopped. She deleted every app, booked a small cabin by the mountains, and went alone. The first few days felt strange. The silence was heavy, the stillness uncomfortable. But as the noise of expectation faded, something began to bloom in its place. She started to feel at home in her own presence. She would sit by the window in the early mornings, listening to the sound of rain, sipping tea without hurry. There was no one to impress, no one to wait for, only herself. And in that solitude, she discovered something sacred. Peace was not the absence of love, it was the foundation of it. She learned to listen to her breath, to enjoy her laughter, to forgive her loneliness. And then, when she was no longer searching, life quietly brought someone across her path in a small cafe, over a simple exchange about books and coffee. It wasn't dramatic or cinematic. It was natural, calm, real. Because love arrives not when you're desperate to be completed, but when your energy says, "I am whole." In her stillness, love didn't complete her, it joined her. Two souls, not to fill a void, but to walk together gently, freely, and in peace. Letting life flow is not something you do, it's something you allow. It begins the moment you stop running away from what is, the moment you turn toward your own experience and look at it without judgment. Observe, don't react. Notice what you crave and how that craving tightens your breath, your shoulders, your chest. Every desire has a physical echo, a place where the body whispers, "I'm afraid." You don't have to silence that fear, you only have to see it clearly. When you name your fear, you take away half its power. I'm afraid this won't happen. I'm afraid they'll leave. I'm afraid I'm not enough. When you say it softly, not as a confession but as recognition, the storm inside begins to lose its strength. Fear thrives in shadows. Awareness is the light that dissolves it. Then accept where you are, not as punishment, as preparation. The present moment is not an obstacle to overcome, it is the ground that will grow what comes next. Every delay, every detour, every quiet season is teaching you something the noise could never reveal. In Buddhism, this is the practice of samasati, right mindfulness, the art of meeting life exactly where it is, not where you wish it to be. When the mind runs ahead, bring it gently back. Ask, what can I do well, right now? It could be something small, washing a dish, breathing deeply, sending kindness to someone who crosses your thoughts. The mind will resist, it loves the illusion of control. But the present moment asks nothing of you except your full attention. And always, before you act, breathe. The pause between impulse and action is where wisdom lives. One conscious breath can change the direction of a day. It's in that pause that anger turns into understanding, that fear becomes clarity, that reaction transforms into response. Letting life flow doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care with balance, with gentleness, without clinging. You become like the river, moving, but not in a hurry, strong, but never rigid. You trust that the current knows the way, even when you cannot see around the bend. So, take a slow breath now. Feel the air fill your lungs, then let it leave without resistance. That's what surrender feels like, a rhythm, and release, a quiet return to harmony. Every time you breathe with awareness, you remind life that you are no longer fighting it, You are flowing with it. Every path of awakening meets resistance not from the world, but from within. The moment you start loosening your grip, the ego begins to tremble. It whispers, "If I'm not in control, who am I?" This is the first obstacle, the fear of losing control. The ego survives by steering, by defining, by insisting that it knows what's best. But in truth, it's like a frightened child holding the wheel of a vast ship, panicking at every wave. You don't need to silence that child. You only need to take its hand and whisper, "It's safe now. You can rest." Life has been sailing long before you arrived, and it knows the way home. Then comes impatience. The mind wants everything now. It confuses movement with progress, speed with growth. But the truth is, all that is real unfolds slowly. Just as fruit ripens only in its season, wisdom matures in stillness, not in haste. You can't pull on a flower to make it bloom faster. It only breaks. The more you rush the process, the further you drift from its beauty. Let yourself ripen at your own pace. Every delay is a gesture of grace, shaping you in ways that instant gratification never could. Next is pride, that subtle voice that says, "If I let go, I'll look weak. If I stop fighting, I'll be defeated." But surrender isn't weakness, it's strength in its purest form. It's the courage to stand unguarded in front of life and say, "I trust you." To yield is not to collapse, it's to align with a power larger than your own. The bamboo bends with the wind and survives the storm. The rigid tree resists and breaks. True strength is flexible. It flows, it listens, it trusts. And then there is attachment, the most tender of all obstacles. We cling not because we love deeply, but because we fear emptiness. We think that without this person, or this dream, this identity, we will disappear. But emptiness, in Buddhist teaching, is not nothingness. It is spaciousness, the vast, open sky where new life can arise. When you release your hold, what remains is not loss, but freedom. You begin to see that love doesn't need possession to exist, that peace doesn't depend on control, that meaning is born not from having more, but from being fully here. Each of these obstacles, fear, impatience, pride, attachment, are not enemies to defeat, but teachers to understand. They appear not to punish you, but to purify you. They show you where you still grasp, where you still doubt, where you still forget your own vastness. When you meet them with compassion, they soften. Letting go, then, is not passive. It is active trust. It is choosing, again and again, to walk with life instead of against it. To say, "I don't know where this path leads, but I will walk it with open eyes." To replace control with curiosity, tension with faith, resistance with surrender. So when fear rises, bow to it. When impatience burns, breathe into it. When pride stiffens, smile gently. When attachment pulls, let your fingers unclench one by one. This is how freedom begins, not in dramatic leaps, but in small, tender acts of release. The moment you stop wrestling with life, you discover that it was never your opponent. It was always your teacher. There comes a day when the questions begin to fade, when the restless voice that once whispered, "When will it happen? Why not yet?" grows quiet. It doesn't disappear all at once. It softens, like the echo of a wave returning to the sea. And in its place, another voice arises, calm and certain. "Whatever comes, I'll meet it with peace." That is the moment your life begins to change, not on the outside, but within. This stillness is not resignation, it's revelation. It's the instant when you finally understand that the universe has never been against you. It's been waiting for you to stop struggling long enough to listen. The energy shifts subtly, yet completely, from grasping to allowing, from demanding to trusting. You stop reaching forward and start opening inward. And suddenly, what once ran from you, the opportunities, the clarity, even love begins to return, not because you chased it, but because you became a space where it could rest. Imagine a lake after a storm. The waves settle, and slowly the surface clears. The sky, once hidden, begins to reflect perfectly on the water's face. That's what happens inside you when you stop stirring the mind with worry and control. Reality doesn't change, your perception does. What was always there finally reveals itself. This is the sacred pause. Buddhism speaks of the moment between attachment and awakening. It's not loud or dramatic. It doesn't announce itself. It's a simple silence that wraps around you like warm air after rain. You might notice it while washing dishes, or during a walk, or in the middle of a conversation, when suddenly your heart feels soft and free. That is the sound of peace returning. In this stillness, you realize that life doesn't require your constant interference. The river doesn't need you to push it. The flowers don't bloom faster because you worry. What life asks from you is presence, a quiet willingness to be part of its rhythm instead of its controller. And here's the paradox. When you stop chasing outcomes, you become magnetic. You attract what aligns with your truth because you are no longer projecting lack. You are whole, available, open. You stop broadcasting need and start radiating peace, and peace by its nature draws harmony toward itself. So let the stillness find you. Don't force it. It's already there beneath the noise. Sit, breathe, and listen. The moment you stop asking, when, and start trusting, now, is the moment life begins to flow again, effortlessly, gracefully, as it always meant to. When you stop chasing, something remarkable happens. You don't lose your ambition, you lose your anxiety. You still move toward your goals, but now your steps are lighter, your breath steadier, your heart quieter. You begin to notice the things you once rushed past, the warmth of sunlight on your hands, the rhythm of your own breathing, the soft kindness of an ordinary day. Life hasn't changed, but your way of meeting it has. This is harmony, not the absence of movement, but the balance within it. You act, but without attachment. You strive, but without fear. You care deeply, yet remain free. Like a dancer who trusts the music, you no longer count every beat, you simply move with it. That is what it means to live in alignment with the flow of life. Peace, you see, was never something you had to find. It was only something you had to stop disturbing. Beneath the noise of ambition and expectation, there was always a quiet presence, patient, unwavering, waiting for your return. When the waves of wanting calm, the reflection becomes clear. Everything you sought was already here. You don't have to control life to receive its blessings. You just have to stop fighting its rhythm. Let the river of existence carry you. It knows the direction better than you ever could. Every rise and fall, every meeting and parting, every silence in between, it's all part of the same sacred movement. So walk gently now. Let each moment be enough. Breathe in gratitude, breathe out release. The more you trust this rhythm, the more effortless life becomes. You are no longer the one chasing after peace. You are the peace that life has been chasing all along. Take a slow breath. Let the air move gently through you, softening the edges of your thoughts. Feel your body resting on the ground, safe, supported, present. Let your hands open, palms facing upward, empty, yet full of possibility. Whisper to yourself, not as a wish, but as a truth awakening within you. I trust the timing of my life. Trust that what hasn't arrived yet is still on its way. Trust that what has left was never meant to stay. and trust that where you are now is exactly where growth begins. With every breath, you are already returning to calm, to clarity, to yourself. You don't need to reach for peace. You only need to stop running from it. If this message brought you stillness, leave a leaf icon in the comments, a small symbol of balance and quiet faith. Share this calm with someone who's been trying too hard lately. And remember, when you stop searching, everything you need quietly finds its way to you. Because peace was never hiding from you. It was waiting for you to become still enough to feel it.